So last week I got my garlic planted and now I have a garlic planting hangover, which means that I feel like a slug and I don't know what to do with myself. This whole week is forecast for rain, but right now we've got like a blue sky day, which makes me feel guilty for not doing anything. Basil greenhouse. Boy, there are still some sprigs that are nice. I just got tons of like mildew crap going on. Cucumber greenhouse. I have not come in here for a whole week. Oh, there's a big daddy. Yeah, and I have not done anything. I haven't watered. I don't know. It feels like I haven't watered for a month. I'm still getting a few cucumbers here and there. These guys are still flowering. Look, I've just let the shoots grow up on the tomato plants. But check this out, man. Like, I still got some tomatoes that are turning color. Lots of green tomatoes. Dudes, the sun is such a motivator. I was planning on slugging my way around in the house today, but I think that I'm going to take advantage of this nice weather. It's supposed to cloud up and then rain tonight, you know? But I've got this little weed project. I got the weeds out of this area right here last week, and I just want to get the rest of this right here. And then I've got all this sand kind of piled up here that I plan to kind of shovel on top, so that the weeds don't so easily grow back. So if I could just finish this little tiny project right now, I would be so happy. Oakley dokley. So I got all the weeds pulled out here and the sand distributed along this pathway. So that's pretty groovy. And I can extend these beds a little bit, you know. So there's some dirt there. And I've got to get this little patch right here kind of taken care of. Alrighty, so yesterday and today I took an hour or so each day between rain showers to clear out the weeds between the two greenhouses. Yeah, so not anything to hold the soil as it rains, but I had to get the grasses out of there, or otherwise they're gonna come up my neck by next spring. Got the ditch dug out onto the greenhouses. Control the weeds in there. Just finished and now it's raining. Just in time. I got the hoses rolled up and just kind of temporarily stashed here in the composting bins. Alrighty, so a week of cruddy weather and my basil is looking pretty cruddy. And so I think today I can scrounge a few decent sprigs, and then I think I'm just gonna call it, you know, like done, and just chop all these plants back so that I can start working along the edges to get the weeds. I did grab some basil plants earlier and you know, a few weeks back, and I transplanted them into the house from that spot, and I've got a few more little guys that I could pot up and put under lights of the house, because I think I've got room for like 3 more, because yeah, I gotta get these weeds and stuff. So I was able to get a small bag of basil, but I've got some up at the house that I can cut for the first time too, so I don't need that much from the greenhouse anymore. These are the basil plants that I have right now, and like I said, I think I can fit 3 more in here. These guys are starting to flower, so I really do need to chop them back. Alrighty, so I cut back the 3 in the back, about a ½ an ounce. And I think these guys need a little water. I will do that tomorrow.
Zing! Zing! Zing!
Hey dudes, it is raining and cruddy. I'm coming out to pick for the first time, well, whatever, a second cut of this lettuce out here by the parsley for salads today. So this is a little bit weird. There's like, this lettuce is just like gone. At this front area here, like what the hell, man? Some of this leaf is just like mildewing because of this wet weather. But there's a lot more over here. Again, this area is just like dead. And then we've got a lot more right here. Yeah, kind of strange. I was able to scrounge just a very little bit of the lettuce. Just a lot of it is cruddy. Orch from the greenhouse. Chard and a few cucumbers from the greenhouse and some kale from out in the garden. Grab a little bit more carrots, and this might be my last batch of radishes if they don't have worms in them. Hey dudes, so I was just at the grocery store and I picked up a tub of baby greens mix and I'm like, I should just buy this. But I couldn't bring myself to do it, so I went out into this crud out here, which you probably can't see that well, but it's cruddy and windy and rainy out. And I scrounged a little bit more lettuce, got some chard from the greenhouse, a bunch of little cucumbers, plucked some green tomatoes, and grabbed a few more carrots. And but that's it. That's all the lettuce I got. So I ended up buying a tub of baby greens from the grocery store, but I've got a plan. I've started some sprouts at the house, and I'm thinking of using them in a carrot salad type thing. And so then I will be able to reduce the amount of greens that I buy from the store, which are expensive and don't always come in the best quality. Alrighty folks, so we have had a lot of cruddy weather, lots and lots of rain, actually quite a bit of wind. And so I think that the seaweed might have got blown off the rocks on the shoreline and up onto the beach. So I'm gonna go out there, get a load of seaweed and put it on these beds that are bare, that used to, be potatoes. I harvested those, and now this needs some protection from the weather through the winter. So that is next. There is a lot of what looks like seed in this seaweed. I don't know what kind of seed it is, but I may have some crazy stuff growing in my garden next year. Ta-da! Last night I got 3 full 40-foot beds covered in seaweed, plus a little bit at the end of the 4th bed. And now it's cruddy and raining, as usual. My parsley patch is still looking all nice and beautiful. And I harvest some parsley for somebody who wanted lots of parsley. Can you see it? Can you see the rainbow? I just got this planting pot, which is not a planting pot. I'm going to use it as a planting pot, from River's Mouth Resale Thrift Store in Wrangell. Oh my God, you guys. Is it too late? Can I save my little basil transplants? I'm going to try. I've got my new pot. I've got my 2 old yogurt containers. Okay, rather than trying to tease these little guys apart, I just took a clump of them and stashed them in each pot. And we shall see how they do. 53 degrees Fahrenheit. Yuck. Okay, peeps. There is no scrounging basil anymore. It is toast. Oakley dokley, folklies. We are just gonna start clipping these little guys off.
Oh no, Mr. Basil!
Oh, slugs love it. I'm gonna eat my little tub for the slugs. Okay, guys. You don't get to live here anymore. Hey, little babies. Oh no. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing, huh? Where's your buddy? Oh, there's your little buddy. Hi, guys. What you doing? Boy, it's been soggy, huh? But you guys don't care at all, do you? Oh, so funny. Oh, cozy. Oakley dokley do. Cleared out. And now I just need to get the weeds on the edges. Let's see if our little deer friends are still out here. There they are. Hi, babies. What you doing? Oh, boy. Funny little fellows. They have such tall little ears. Okie dokie. I'm gonna get a couple of leeks and that'll be it. This week I'm cutting the back 3 basil. Okay, so I've got the basil in the back cut. Got almost an ounce. And I've got my 3 new little sad plants, but they're happy now. Nice and warm and sunshiny. Okay, folks, so it is a beautiful blue sky day. The sun in the afternoon is super low in the sky. If I was good, I would be in the basil greenhouse clearing out those weeds at the edge. But I'm not. I'm doing other things. I'm a memeing addict on Reddit now. But yeah, next week I'll get on that project, and I probably need to pull down the cucumbers and tomatoes in the other greenhouse, get that cleared out, and start putting the garden out here to bed. You know, maybe putting up a few poly low tunnels over some things, you know, maybe the leeks, the parsley, deal with my carrots, how I'm going to cover those up, because next week we're supposed to be getting, you know, down at night into the 30s Fahrenheit, and I need to get this stuff done before it freezes. But yeah, things are going groovy, folks. I'll talk to you guys next week. Whoa,